Hello, everyone. Whoa, hot. Wow, that's loud. There we go. Hi.
Matt said he had it really is Tinker Thursday. Uh,
It was good. I thought it was good before.
It, we did sound check. We did do a sound check.
I mean, everybody's going to have to deal with Matt's frog voice today.
Matt's frog voice definitely a thing.
It's
It's
improved
in.
since Tuesday, though.
It's trending.
I've been able to recapture some of my oomph.
You feeling better, Matt?
I
On
feel about
on
the
the up up.
same. I could not go to sleep tonight. It's like you feel good all day and then you lay down and your body's like, "Oh yeah, let's get a little post nasal drip.
Mm,
Let's get a little cough going.
let's get
Oh
a
yeah, by
little.
the way,
Can't
you want to
breathe.
think about
Yeah,
these
yeah.
7 or 8 things? Sure.
Mm-hmm,
Keep thinking about them. All of a
mm-hmm,
sudden it's 12:30. Been in bed for 2 hours and you're like, "What is happening?" I took a
mm-hmm.
shower at 12:30 last night. This morning,
Okay.
just loosen it up. Be like, okay, I
Try
gotta
to
reset the
try to get that
cycle.
hot water on the nose, hot water on the face.
And kind of
Try to
relax.
break. Yeah, yeah,
But I'm good.
yeah.
You guys didn't come here to hear about, you know, standard cold with Matt.
No, I did.
Thanks for checking in on me, Jen. I appreciate it.
Care about you.
How are you,
Hey,
Jen? Happy Thursday.
happy Thursday. Welcome to Second Cup. Good morning, Lurker, who named even before we had turned on our exceptionally loud vocals that it is Tinker Thursday. Girl Friday, also back. Welcome back, Girl Friday. And I'm going to keep saying violin Soreo because it feels like a fancy violin. I know that's not it. But also bringing on the turkey emotes,
Yeah,
emojis, turkeys, turkey time. It's November. Happy November, everybody.
we're calling him Rayo.
Mm,
Calling them.
that's right.
Calling
That's right.
them
That's right.
Rayo.
I forgot. Sorry, Rayo.
Calling them Rayo. Work has been super busy, so haven't been able to join. It's all good. Listen, we're here, and if you can
Here we
come, you can come. That's awesome. We always love having you. That's the way it works. There's no expectation here. No
We hear you.
expectation. Yeah, I've been busy too. Jen's been busy. I've been putting Jen through the ringer these last couple of weeks. We
Been there's been Yeah, yeah. It's
got
been
some
some
fun
weeks.
projects.
Hey, speaking of projects, or work, trails and the deluxe resources available on keymastergames.com right now. They're there.
Keymastergames.com. Come
They
on.
made it. They made it.
Wait, do we still have deluxe resources? Are they? There's still some left.
We've got like a little bit.
We got
They,
like
we had more yesterday than we do today.
we have like 20 left ish, 20, 30.
Aha has liked the stream. That's what's happening, Matt. See, I just saw. Thank you, Brody. Whoever we just got a notification.
Oh, wait, that's Facebook.
Somebody
Brody.
liked the stream.
Yep.
Now I'm seeing that. So that zombie is totally like a standard thing. I didn't know that liking the stream was a thing you could do.
Well, it's on
So apparently
Facebook.
that's a notification
On,
that I need to go
on,
update the little GIF for.
that's how Facebook works. Hey, we got our AeroPress this morning. Here it goes.
Okay.
The zombie standard, like for Streamlabs or for Twitch or like what? But a like is just
No, no, no.
Facebook's version
For
of a
like
subscribe.
the stream on Twitch. So it's a notification that I haven't updated. We were trying to figure out where the
The zombie
Matt
came
was
from.
like, I keep seeing the zombie. Why is the zombie still walking around? And I was like, it's not. I fixed it. Now I know that it's just this other notification that I
That
failed
like is
to
definitely a Facebook
recognize.
like though. It's a Facebook like, not a Twitch like. It's like
Well,
Brody's on
then we're
Facebook
gonna
watching.
we're gonna go explore later, not right now.
Tinker
On
Thursday.
live, we could live explore how to update that notification. It would be on brand.
Lurker, no, the deluxe resources will not be available on Amazon this holiday season. At some point they will. Sometime we'll get them over there. Um, but for now, with logistics the way they are, we were able to get a couple hundred in early. So what we put on yesterday was the small batch of pre-sale, or not. I guess it's not pre-sale, but first wave.
They're
We're gonna
going.
have a
They're going out.
lot. We'll have a lot in early December, late November, early December. So you're not going to miss your chance. But if you're looking for them, hop on over there.
Yeah, we'll get them.
Maybe
back
we'll do a little giveaway at some point on here too. Although that might be a sore subject
I guess,
for you.
You know what we did? I did say I was gonna. We should show them off, Matt. Here,
I got them. Hey, look, check this out, y'all.
But
I got a brand spanking new.
I wanted to be like, look, I'm showing you the Trails Deluxe resources. They're inside the box they fit inside the box.
It's because we got that email yesterday.
Yours.
So what? I do want to talk about this. So this is the deluxe resource package, okay? This is how it comes. No cello wrap. No cello wrap. Okay? This is like the nice thing about only selling direct, like on your website kind of thing, is I don't need to cello wrap it. I know how it's stored. I know how it's going to be shipped, and hey, we've got the integrity of the box because we've got this double tabbed system. Sorry, I will try to mute.
We should do like a cough tally.
Yeah, we should do a cough tally. What's the over under? Would you take the over under of 22 coughs?
Taking bets on number of coughs Matt's gonna have.
That's right. Hey Diana, thanks so much for stopping by. Or Dana. Diana, I got it. Yeah.
Good morning. Oh, is that over? That's on. Thanks for stopping by. That's over on.
So, anyways, that's what the box they come in. This is an unopened box. So you just show. It's going to take me a hot minute to open it up because
there's a little tab. It's one of those, right? So it's a tuck box, but it's got a little tab, like a locking tab on the back, to help keep it from popping open. It works. This is our point.
Keeps everything intact.
I'm behind.
Look at that. The box is full of tokens.
There we go. Get it.
Full of tokens. And let's get a couple of them out. So there you go. Screen printed on both sides. So you got the acorn. Dibs on the one with Matt's fingernail imprint in it. Yeah. That one? That right there?
There it is. There it is.
The goal here.
You haven't been using it.
The goal. You can keep this box in your hand, but the goal here is to get this to you, and then for you to recycle this. That's why it's paper. So everything here recyclable. Boom. Recycle that. There is a plastic bag because you need one to store them. That's the most effective solution for it. Don't throw out the bag.
But also, if you want to keep them separate because you love the wood grain on the box, you just want to keep them in that box, it fits right there. There in the box. I don't know if that's on my... I just need to put stuff in front of my face.
There you go. Right there. Ooh, that was a nice brew. I haven't drank much coffee.
What are you doing, Matt?
Sorry, I didn't even think about it, Jen.
Wow.
I'll drink like this.
Hashtag spoilers, y'all.
That was not intentional.
That was not intentional. That's like counts as a cough. Matt Fogbrain.
Can we expect compressed paper pulp game trays?
That's a good question.
Let me go with yes, you can expect that, but we don't have a specific plan yet. We got some samples done. We tested it as far as like what it would do. Right now, we can't do it and fit it in the current Parks box. Hey there. Yes, I do want to be famous. Thanks for coming.
You keep asking us this. I feel like we already are. I don't understand.
Anyway, we can't fit a paper tray into the Parks box right now. We also don't have a solution for a paper tray replacement for the token resource trays. Oh yeah, Lurker was joking. No, I'm serious. We've been looking into this. We've been looking into paper trays.
That's why I said it was a good question because this is something.
It's so not this year, not no plan for next year. But if and I could probably say when. I mean, we've done a couple of second editions in our life. In a second edition, I would expect to have a paper tray in it. We are going to have to sacrifice space, right? We're going to have to make the box a little bit bigger, which, the whole goal is minimum footprint. That impacts shipping. That impacts, container storage. That impacts warehouse storage, weight. It's a big deal to make a small box.
It's not, bigger box is not just, it's not just
materials.
Bigger box. It's not like, at the individual conceit, that's.
I'm just going to go get another cup here in a minute. I mean, it's already out there. People can freeze frame half of it at least.
You just freeze frame and go back. You get a spoiler, unexpected spoiler on Classic Tinker Thursday.
I'm going to get in trouble, guys. I'm going to get a phone call about this later from the principal. Anyway.
But imagine, so like in terms of like what we have in our heads of something of what we'd like this to look like, is the Apple boxes. They have cold pressed, like the super, like those box inserts that look like they're custom molded with like the inner mold inside. That's the vibe that we're going for. Like that's the quality that we're trying to make sure that we can achieve, is something on par with that. Because we want it to be super durable. Again, I'm pretty sure those boxes, I'm pretty sure they're compostable, but also if you don't compost them, they're just really rugged and durable, and they're protective of the very expensive thing inside them. So yeah. That's the attitude that we have towards wanting to make sure the games stay protected as well. Who does this goal? No, it's gonna be me, Lurker. It's gonna.
Not her. Wait, we switched sides again, Jen. I don't know why. No. This is the switch.
You're totally in charge of that, Matt. That's all you.
Well, it's gonna be great when we switch sides in a second when we go to the next screen, and we're definitely gonna switch sides.
Okay.
Dang.
Anyways, that's a good question. You wanna talk about some entertainment?
Oh, I want to talk about entertainment.
You're ready.
So, where do you want to start, Jen? Where do you want to start?
No, you can start.
What should we talk about? I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Well, okay, let's talk about movies, things we watched, and TVs. Movies. I have been on the couch a bit. Game night got canceled. D&D got canceled because I wasn't safe to attend. So I've done a little bit of movie watching lately, and other things. So I watched the Braves game. Game. You 6.
Watched them. Watched them win.
Game 6. That was awesome. I had that up, and then I was also watching the Dallas Mavericks game. I know no one cares about the NBA, so that was super fun. and really kind of this whole postseason playoffs, I've had a hankering.
Is there something going on with the NBA right now? We were getting Chipotle last night. Last night was a long night. Just had to go out and dog had to go to the vet, and that just took, vet visits take him longer. But somebody in line was talking about, they were getting real salty about like vaccine requirements or something, and how that's impacting the NBA this season, or choices. I don't know. Do you know anything about this?
I mean, I know that Aaron Rodgers lied about his vaccination status and is probably out for the season.
Got it.
But that's the NFL.
That's a different one. Is that the one who just got COVID?
I think Kyrie was one of the stars on the Brooklyn Nets. He isn't vaccinated, and so he's having to sit. And that's they're trying to work through that. But I mean, it's the same kind of everywhere. There's just pockets of holdout.
Got it.
Sorry, Jen. Anyway, the NBA is just in regular season mode, which is for some people really boring because the effort's not there. The effort's not the same as if they were playing in the playoffs.
In the playoffs? Yeah, I kind of feel like the NBA season is only the playoffs, except that's not true. There's a whole season that happens before the playoffs, but people don't care until the playoffs.
Correct. So anyways, watch baseball, but then that got me the hankering to watch Moneyball, which I think we talked about the movie Warrior, I don't know, a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. It's an MMA movie, with Tom
recently.
Hardy.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite sports movies, and I just really really wanted to watch it, and I'm pretty sure it had been taken down everywhere. And I think Netflix did this to me because then yesterday I was like, it's back. Like they were like, hey, Moneyball trending, and I was like, they did this on purpose. They were like, oh, let's get the rights back to Moneyball right at the World
Or
Series
maybe
season.
Netflix just knows when the World Series playoffs are,
Yeah, that makes
and
sense. Makes sense to me. Anyway, so I
not
watched
World Series
Moneyball.
playoffs. That's incorrect. just one, just the World Series, not the World Series playoffs.
The World Series playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't even think they call them the playoffs. They call it the postseason.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't
It
call it
was
the
just all
playoffs.
incorrect.
That baseball's funny like that. They like baseball really cares about the National League versus the American League, American
Mm-hmm.
League Division Series, American League Championship Series, World
Mm-hmm.
Series. Um, Anyways, watch Moneyball. That movie's awesome. If you've never seen that movie, I think it's just super interesting. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but it's this the
Mm-hmm.
story of the Oakland Athletics. Um, they had a $29 million roster, and they had a better record than the Yankees, who had a $140 million roster.
With the, yeah, 39, but bless you. Oh, that's two. That might count as three because there was like two waves in there.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, Moneyball, super fun movie. Brad Pitt,
Yeah,
it's one of his best
we're gonna come back
performances.
to it because Moneyball is the topic. Is inspiring the topic for today's conversation, as if entertainment isn't a conversation all by itself. We know, just an attempt to segment uh, this chat. We're gonna create segments to this talk show. So we're gonna come back to it and talk a little bit more about it.
Yeah,
But it's a really great movie, great cast, and a really thoughtful telling of that story
yeah,
for something that's based on a true story.
yeah. It's kind of this whole idea. There's like the story, but there's also the characters behind the story, and that's what makes a great sports movie. Like I think that's what makes it different than the early '90s, like than the Remember the Titans of the world and all those like those movies which were plot driven. I think the first one you see it in is Miracle, the
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Olympic hockey at Lake Placid,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it was more about the character and the struggle they're going through and the analogy of their life to what's happening in the sport, which is super fun. So watch that. A couple other things I watched: uh, Lone Survivor. I watched The Untouchables. Jen, you ever seen The Untouchables?
Oh
Kevin Costner,
yeah.
Sean.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah.
that movie still slaps. I mean, Sean Connery's got some just great lines in there.
Okay.
The
Okay. It's been a
movie's
minute.
awesome.
Okay.
Um, Is it too late to change shipping address for Caper? I've been traveling for the holidays and friend won't be home. No, it's not too late. You'll get an email. If you're in the US, UK, or EU, you're going to get an email with an address verification prior to um, your order being shipped to you. And you'll have an opportunity to correct that right then. That's going to be the easiest way. You can email us and we can do it manually, but the easiest way for both of us and the most accurate is for you to get that email. You'll have a week to respond and change that email. And then that'll also give you a better understanding of timing of it. We're still a month and a half out, or not a month. Yeah, about a month and a half out from that month from the
What day
email
is
going out.
it?
That's right. So,
Checks the day.
also, Rich Plays. Hello, welcome. Thanks so much for
Yeah.
stopping in. If you ever have
Thanks.
questions for everyone out there watching, this is the place to ask them, for sure.
Absolutely. I'm like trying to make ask us anything a segment, but I feel like it's not. It's just a flow.
We
So
can
if
do
you've
Ask
got
Us Anything.
questions, ask them. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep on talking about whatever we want to. But if you've got a question, drop it in chat. And we'll
I
grab
think
it.
the reminder. I think it's nice to have the AMA. So
You got questions?
all right, here we go. So I did that. What else did I watch, Jen? I told you. Oh, I watched Sideways.
Oh
That's a,
yeah, you
that's
did.
a 2004 movie with Paul Giamatti about Napa Valley. It was awesome. It's a little raunchy, but it's awesome.
It's a so it's like if you haven't watched it, it's got it's one of those like it feels like a coming of age story, except for it's about like a bunch of middle aged people. So like not that it's definitely a specific style of humor, but it has an excellent cast and a really great watch. Definitely makes rewatchables
Yeah.
list for me.
Lurker, just this is funny. So you said, oh, I was confusing it with Bottle Shock. I was actually on my way to watch Bottle Shock when Amazon was like, hey, Sideways is available on Prime. And I was like,
What if you watch this instead?
oh, yeah, that's great. Bottle Shock's one of my, like, I think it's a top 25 movie for me. Um,
Whoa.
it's just really entertaining. I think it's a great story. It's heartfelt.
Matt, are
You
we
know,
gonna have to do an entertainment tops list at the end of this year? At the end of the year, I feel like there's been a lot. Like there's been a surge of stuff.
I mean, we could go and revisit the top. I mean, we did this kind of 2 years ago, didn't we? Or,
I know, but we weren't streaming at the time.
oh, yeah, it was just you and I.
We just did it. So Matt and I just for S and Gs because it was 2020. That's why.
No, we did it last year,
So it was
Jen.
the last movies
We did it last year. I think we did it on stream.
because it's 2021 this year. Yeah.
So technically,
Yay
we should
lists.
be doing it now because now. Oh, and
Right,
that's why we did it last year
we're at
because
that
that was
anniversary.
the end of the
Yeah.
decade. Was last year.
Was it the beginning? No. It was 2019, Matt. It was 2019 because 2020 was coming, so we were doing it in honor of 2020.
All right.
Little did we know
So
we didn't want to honor 2020 quite so much.
that was my movies for the week that I can remember. Lots of movies, more movies than normal. And then on top of that, I've been playing some Gloomhaven on PC. Played some Rift Breaker and Age of Empires 4. But those two are just. It's kind of like 2 hours of each. Not a lot, but had some nostalgia with the Age of Empires 4.
hmm Isn't there a new Age of Empires that's coming out? I feel like Xbox has been
No, Age of Empires 4 came out on Tuesday.
got it. That's see, I knew.
Or maybe it was last Tuesday or something, but
Being advertised by Xbox for something. Also, hey, Brambeard, hopping in to say hello. Hello, Bram. Good to see
Bram,
you. Read your comments. Read
loving
you
the
through
PC
chat.
Gloomhaven. Yeah, it is way more accessible. It gets rid of all the unfortunate maintenance. Um,
Mm.
I will say it has. I have abused the restart round button a few times. Um, so you can judge me for that, but
I'm
I really don't want to
judging
play
you.
scenarios twice. So that is what it is.
I'm judging you. Judging you. Hey, so we've got some comments in the chat for entertainment stuff. Girl Friday, hoping to see Eternals this weekend. Awesome. You are gonna. I don't think we're gonna make it to see it this weekend, but I'm really excited to hear how it is. I'm also really excited for Spencer this weekend, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to see if we're gonna be able to see it or not. But that movie is getting specifically Kristen Stewart, but also that movie. It's the same director who did Jackie. So it's the same sort of take in a specific, like they're taking a woman, like doing a quick biop. It's not a biopic, but a look at a really specific part of Princess Diana's life, similar to Jackie, where we see Jackie O in the days after JFK is assassinated. Um, Kristen Stewart is apparently does an incredible job. So that one's pretty exciting to me. It's a hopeful for me as well. So we got Eternals. It's Eternals weekend. Rayo pre-ordered Boon Lake. That's on. See, yeah, you could play the trailer, but then we get in trouble.
Not doing trailers.
No trailers today.
Boon Lake. Who published Boon Lake?
Boon Lake is the same. You said the same publisher as Great Western Trail. Did I see that? Directly from the publisher abroad, and it reached my country just this morning. Oh, so it's coming soon. So you pre-ordered it and it's almost there. That's exciting. I did see that on the hotness. I don't know anything about Boon Lake. I can picture the cover, but I don't know anything about it.
Boon Lake Capstone Games.
Is Boon Lake Capstone?
Well, it's from Pfister. I bet that the U.S. publisher of it is.
Oh, Capstone is U.S. licensor. Got it.
And this.
I thought I saw something else.
Oh, we got some hexy time. I see some workers. I see some hexes. Is this
We're
like?
doing high level. High level.
I'm just. This is just reactions. We got some. So this is kind of. We got some Great Western Trail vibes. I mean, this has got some Pfister vibes for sure. Looks like you're like building out the trail.
DLP is Europe. Got it.
You have less civilization behind to settle among the shores of Boone Lake, a long forgotten region inhabited by humans long ago. This unexplored area beckons you. All right, so we got a little colonization. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Become part of a new community.
Here's the thing. I was looking at that and I was like, what's that, Matt? What's that movie with the alligator with the giant Lake Placid, right? Like the cover of Boone Lake. I was like Lake Placid vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why is that orchid sitting on the
bottom in the water?
Yeah.
Just like floating there. Yeah, I don't know.
Paper making.
It's the attack of the giant orchid. But also orchids, speaking of like giant monster movies, right? So we have what, Anaconda? Isn't it Anaconda?
Yeah, Anaconda.
Down in South America, and they have to go find the super rare exotic orchid that'll save humanity from some super rare disease or something like that, but they have to fight the giant snake to get it. I'm just saying. It's giving me giant monster movie vibes.
David from Man vs. Meeple just said that he might rate it as Pfister's best. That's what Bram said.
Oh.
Okay. The orchid
Rich
will
plays
be the first player marker, says Rayo.
Rich Plays just saw Eternal. It was really good and they enjoyed it. Awesome. Good. So we have a good vote for the Eternals. They also ask what's next for Keymaster Games, and he plans on making a co-op game in the future. We were having this conversation last week a little bit about co-op games being a super challenge. It's something that we are working on. We do have development in progress on ideas. Nothing to share right this second, but it's something that we're working towards, but it's very challenging. We were finding making co-op very challenging in a way that's with the engagement level that we want it to have for players around the table.
Yep.
Yeah. But what else is next? I mean, Matt just spoiled one of the things that's next. So if he keeps sipping his coffee, that'll continue to be a spoiler.
If you keep drawing attention to it, you're going to spoil it more. Just let me drink my coffee. You don't point it out. No one will even know.
What's next is your shirt. Nice shirt, Matt.
Oh, hey, yeah, look, check it out.
Look at your shirt.
Well, I'm back here.
Yeah, do a turn. Oh, he's doing a dance turn. Nice. No, if you do that, you can't see what's going on the shirt. You prioritize your muscles. There we go. Nice. That's the Mastermind Edition shirt from the Caper Kickstarter. It looks really, really good.
100% ring spun cotton.
Ooh.
Soft.
Spun with rings.
Nice neckline.
It does have a nice neckline.
It's important. You don't realize, like, shirts, where they put the neckline, it matters.
Yeah, because if it's out here, nobody wants that. Nobody wants stretchy, weird neckline.
I'm sure someone
maybe
does.
Somebody does. I don't.
I'm sure someone does. Put something in the pocket. Oh, hey, listen.
Oh, hey, update.
There's no pocket. Unfortunately, all of our suppliers did not have a green pocket shirt. Like, it's been out of stock.
This green, specifically.
This green. They've been out of stock since March. March. And so, yeah, they were like, hey, yeah, okay, we're going to get a new shipment in August. We're going to get a new shipment in September. Well, finally, we just had to say, hey, sorry. So there's not going to be a pocket on this tee. It was choose a coarse, poorly fitted, and uncomfortable pocketed tee.
Yeah, we sampled a bunch of shirts for another thing as well. Like, it was this shirt and another thing, and we sampled shirts for both, and pocket options were not good.
So now there's no pocket. Sounds like that's a good thing for Lurker.
Hey.
There you go. Rayo's also waiting for an adventure puzzle game called Slice of Sea. It'll launch on Steam next week. I've been a fan of the designer.
Slice of Sea. Looking up. Oh, I'm waiting while Matt looks that up. The orchid is the first player marker. And also the super rare exotic thing that you have to get to save humanity from a super rare disease. Could be. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm waiting for it to come up on stream so I can see it.
He's self-publishing this one. Looks great.
This looks awesome.
More like this, Outer Wilds, Hollow Knight. Okay, I'm already in. The algorithm knows me.
Is it going to be on Switch? Look up if it's going to be on Switch, Matt.
Like the salt
speaking of Switch, Animal Crossing, huge 2.0 update released today. Very exciting. New stuff, lots of new stuff to revitalize everybody's attention and grab their attention for the holidays. Only Windows so far. That's right. Yet. It's not yet. These games like this have a tendency to make their way over to that Switch platform. They can't help themselves.
Jen, really we've gotten through your entertainment yet?
No. So this week, what have we been doing? We have the V2 Volkswagen camper van from Lego that we've been putting together. Rebecca and I have been putting it together. It's about the same complexity as the Saturn V rocket in terms of amount of parts, relative complexity as they rate it. But it's taking us. It's going to take us 2 sessions. We had a whole session on Sunday, and then another session. Usually we're able to get through it, but for some reason this one is a little finicky, and it's taking us a little longer. But we're really, really excited. It's super fun. Rebecca and I are a little bit Lego nerds. So in an effort to not buy all the Legos, because that's expensive and unreasonable, we have narrowed it down to Legos have to be a vehicle in order to qualify for potential purchase and build. Obviously, this van
2,200 pieces
makes the cut. It is.
How big is it? What's the scale?
It's like this big. Here's my head. It's like 2 of my heads.
Yeah, it feels small for 2,000 pieces.
It's dense.
Look. I mean, it must be right. You're building.
It's really dense. We want, now that we have the frame pretty substantially done, except for the liftable roof. We lift it up and you're like, oh, this is heavy. So it's got that kind of thing going on. And they have the front axle is rotatable. It's a movable axle, which means that whole front side, because Volkswagen rear engines, the front side is now dedicated to a whole mechanical system. So they have what is that, Techno series or whatever?
Yeah.
That they use. They sort of integrate it into these expert models to make functional movable parts. But those end up taking... They're actually a pretty sophisticated build, and then they take up a lot of space and can be a little hefty. Lego Technic, yes, exactly. Lurker says, I don't think that only vehicles is limited enough. There's a ton of cool kits. Yeah. Well, we also wanted it to be, I was trying to find a parameter that allowed me to build the kits that I really wanted to build. But I will say it has been a limiting factor. Here's two examples of it being a limiting factor. Actually, 3 examples. I could say 4, but I'll stop at 3. So the Mario Nintendo NES, right? So they did the movable screen. So it's a TV and the NES thing together, and the TV has a movable screen. It's very cool. Didn't get that because that's not a vehicle. The typewriter, which has actual typing keys, Didn't get that because that's not a vehicle. And the piano, which is also playable, didn't get that because that's not a vehicle. They also have the fender. They have the bonsai tree. Bonsai tree is very pretty. There's lots of kits that I have not purchased. Though they did, Lego Ideas came out with a dinosaur skeletons, and I determined that dinosaurs, if they existed, would potentially be rideable, and therefore a vehicle, and qualified. So.
Dang, this thing's legit. Also, I really wanted you to stop so I could talk about the lifestyle videos that they had. Or the
yeah, go ahead.
Shots.
Go ahead.
That guy. None of you guys can hear this, but there's some music playing now.
But keep dancing so that we get the vibe.
I don't have desktop audio playing, so you guys don't hear my Slack or my Teams notifications. Oh, you do hear the bass line. You can hear a little. Hold on, I got you, because there's some good vibes. Here we go. Hold
on. Bram also brought up the Home Alone house. Also a kit that we will not purchase.
Plus, you gotta hear my cough. All right. Look at
that. How cool is that, Matt?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That typewriter is cheaper than actual real antique typewriters that I look at sometimes.
Lurker says I didn't hear a bell for the carriage return 0 out of 10. Okay, I get it.
That's fair. It's a good call out. Thank you, Lurker. That's right. You don't want that. How could they miss that? The most important part.
There's the piano. So Jen likes to hang out in this ideas category. Lego
ideas are awesome. The ideas land is awesome. Obviously, Volkswagen is not an ideas. It's an expert build, not an ideas thing. But I do like the ideas a lot. Also, because ideas. So the reason, Matt, the reason the Lego Ideas is so cool is because Lego Ideas are sourced. They're crowdsourced. They're publicly submitted, uploaded, and voted on.
Okay.
And then, like, every quarter, I think, I'm pretty sure it's every quarter. Somebody's a builder, likes Lego Ideas, so if you can correct me. I think it's every quarter. They look and they pull top picks, and then they judge, where there's like a second round of voting that's to pick the top. No, I don't think they let voting do the final determination, but they pick some of the top, like, upvoted ones.
Yeah.
And then they judge to determine which ones they're going to make.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That is really cool.
Look at that fender. We should get that for Maddox for Christmas. Don't tell him. Christmas ideas for Maddox.
Again, this is how Jen gifts. She thinks about what she wants, which of her friends might be most likely to want it too, and so she gets it for them.
And in this way, I get it, but then it doesn't actually come into my house. Look,
pieces.
I like really cool things, and therefore, if I'm using this as myself as a model for like a judge of like coolness or not coolness, it's a pretty good way to give gifts. I've not been told I'm a bad gift giver.
You're not a bad gift giver. You're a great gift giver, Jen.
Lurker, given the exact same way. Team Jen, let's go. Word. Okay, so Lego sidetrack. So been building the camper. Been played Cuphead. Got Cuphead, the fast-paced dice rolling game this week. Ordered it, got it. We played it, Matt. Got it to the table. Game is a ton of fun. I'm really excited to dive in for more. Rebecca and I passed the first boss. We thought we'd done really, really well. We scored ourselves, got a C-. We're like, cool. Just like the game. Just like the video game.
I want to find it. Surely it's on there. No, that's the OP site. Oh, the OP published it. Okay.
The OP published it. They're the publisher.
Look at this.
So Cuphead is it's a timed why can't I think of what it is? So you're rolling simultaneous.
Real time.
Real time. Thank you.
Real time dice chucker.
It's fine. All the Lego things in my head right now. Real time dice rolling game. You play in short bursts. So you play rounds that emulate sections of the video game, like segments of the video game, but they're quick rounds. They're 20 seconds max. And it goes super fast, and you're essentially programming in dice. That it's not like you have to think about what those actions do. You're just like matching symbols. It's just a symbol matching thing. But in 20 seconds, it's a really great like test of like symbol matching and trying to like think about that. And then there's little threads of strategy that come in like underneath that fast pace, because that's a lot to focus on. Like those dice and the symbol matching is a lot to focus on, especially because you have to do them chronologically. So then they draw in just enough threads of strategy pieces that you can try to think about while you're doing that underneath. It makes it really, really interesting. So we're excited to keep going.
This looks fun. This looks really fun.
Brandbeard says, Cuphead is so hard that even if you survive, it defeats you by saying, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed in you. C-. Yes. But it's so pretty that it's allowed. It's the only game that is allowed to treat me that way. I love it. I'm a big Cuphead fan. I have entirely too much Cuphead stuff in this house. Speaking of things that end up in this house, Cuphead stuff is one of them. I love it to bits, so I'm really excited about that. Oh, and see, that's something that is Cuphead related that is not in my house, but is supposed to be.
I'll let you show it off when I send it to you.
Okay. You can do it now. We're talking about it now. Do it now.
You want to do it now?
Yeah. Twitch doesn't think that far ahead. Can't figure that out. So this is actually designed by Josh Emmerich, who's the artist for Campy Creatures and Caper Europe. He did a partnership with Artovision, and Artovision make 3D framed like scenes things. Specifically, they are like fandom things for video games. And they do some board games now too.
I've got mine right there.
There you go. They did a series. They did a series after the Campy Creatures.
Oh, you're getting a reflection on that. Let me get the plastic off.
So good. So you can see that they come in with plexi. They have plexi layers that they cut up the image. So they're taking an image from a still. So this is a preview screen on Cuphead, and they layer it. They pull it out into a bunch of different layers. It's very cool.
Here, I can get a bigger view.
Oh, go back to yeah. Have you ever played 5 Minute Dungeon? Sounds similar, but with dice. I have not played 5 Minute Dungeon. Have you played 5 Minute Dungeon, Matt?
No, I haven't. I know about it though. Familiar. They're getting a lot of glare, but man, this is super good. This has got 1, 2, 3, 4 layers in it.
They did a great job on it.
Yeah, they did a really nice job. Josh did a great job.
Yeah. Let me see. This is also Josh right here. This Rocket right here. This is actually for one of the brews that he did for Bottle Logic Brewing. That rocket ship. I'm excited to have a third Emmerich Office thing hanging in my office. Because I have his Lincoln Memorial too. So been playing Cuphead and been holiday shopping. It's holiday shopping season, Matt.
Yeah, wait, I don't know if I've ever shown this off, but...
Oh, you're going to show off your invisible? Yeah, do your...
Well, I got to get all my miniatures off there. Hold on.
3 hours later, Matt showed his invisible creature. Invisible man, sorry. Lurker says, I remember seeing that for sale. Way cooler in the flesh. Yes, it's really hard. Artivision, they're very cool. It's really hard to like show off just how cool their stuff looks, like digitally, or in like on video, because like in person they look really nice.
Also, you can see everything on my screen, so enjoy.
Matt's sensitive about how many windows he has open.
I've only got the one that we were screen sharing in Streamlabs, so it's fine.
Disappointed in you, Seabass, from that ACNH. Yeah, so Animal Crossing, I'm really excited for this weekend. That's probably what will happen instead of all the excellent movies that are out that should be watched. Probably we will just play Animal Crossing, which is fine. As sometimes you just need it's been a busy week, and sometimes you need a weekend like that, where you say, "What did I do? I played Animal Crossing. I went and picked weeds on my island." Matt doesn't have an island.
I don't have an island. I have a Switch. I don't have Animal Crossing. But I did remember, Jen. What else
What?
you got in entertainment? I remembered one that I'm excited
You remembered
about
one?
talking
Go
about in
back.
the
Yeah,
future.
yeah. I was ready to go to do our holiday thing, but you go.
All right, let's do that. But I will say, I also am 5 episodes into my rewatch of Cowboy Bebop, the cartoon, the anime.
Oh, in preparation.
In
Oh, yeah, yeah.
preparation.
We have to start. We have to talk about November. So yeah, this is the other thing. No, so last good call out. Keep going.
They dropped the trailer, the first official live action trailer for the live action Cowboy Bebop Netflix series.
I don't
And
think it's the first. I think it's there's.
no, they
Is it
did
more?
pictures. They did teaser pictures before this is the first trailer.
Okay, okay, okay.
And color me excited.
It's coming. It's like, is it next weekend?
Let me let's see. Netflix.
Might be next weekend. But this good call out. So Cowboy Bebop, just one of the many things dropping on Netflix in November. So I got this email from Netflix. It's like, hey, here's some interesting things that are coming in November, including something that released yesterday, called The Harder They Fall. I had heard zero things about this movie up until that point, but really, really good cast. Idris Elba is in it. Regina King is in it. I can't remember other people. Those are two standouts.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That
It's
dropped yesterday, right?
A Western with Idris Elba and Regina King came out, released yesterday. Mick from Our Family Plays Games already posted on Twitter saying that they watched it last night and they said it was excellent.
Yeah, I'm blank. I added it to my list because I added last night. I added that and Defy Bloods.
Okay,
The Spike Lee
there's
joint
Spike Lee.
from
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, yeah. I have not. I still have not watched The Five Bloods because what happened was it dropped and then I waited and read reviews and people were fairly critical of Defy Bloods. So
It has I mean, it was critically acclaimed. I don't think people enjoyed it necessarily as an entertaining film. It wasn't as impactful as
yeah,
something
again,
like Malcolm X.
that's a yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Defy Bloods is not something that Rebecca would be interested in watching, so that's also puts that into that category of watching it in that time. But I think I'm gonna make her watch the Western, even though she doesn't really like Westerns. I'm gonna be like, I think you're gonna watch this one. I think you might like it. I'll watch anything with Idris, no questions asked. Exactly. That's basically it.
Isn't it Idris? Idris Elba?
Okay.
Idris? I don't know.
I mean, Rebecca has a cousin of the same name, and it's Idris. But
From Sierra Leone. Known for
which is
DC
French.
Donation.
I think
I've never
French is
The Losers. Huh.
Wait, are there anything? Or what are the other? You just now we're going down an Idris. Well, I'll just say Elba. We're gonna go with L. Last name only. No.
Holy moly. I mean, he has been in a lot. Holy, look at this. Look at this.
You have to say L. It's on a delay.
TV. The first thing I ever saw him in was his BBC show. Well, I guess I saw him in The Wire. What was that BBC show called? Luther. You ever see Luther?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like where do I like?
It
Wow.
is a lot of TV, right? Like he's only like recently kind of moved over into film. I feel like that's been he really started in TV.
Hey, legends, welcome. So he's in The
Legends.
Wire. He was
Hello.
Stinger Bell. I remember that. He was the bad guy in The Wire for season one. No, 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 no. He was the lawyer in The Wire,
I've never
wasn't he?
watched The Wire.
Oh, it's great. So it's TV, but he was in 28 Weeks Later, American Gangster. He's in some other stuff I've not seen.
Rich Plays. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the questions. Have a great rest of your week and a happy weekend.
See you, Rich. The Losers. So he's known for this movie, The Losers. I've never heard of this. Uh, he plays Heimdall in Thor and in all the
Mm-hmm.
Thor-related Marvel stuff,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Obviously. He's also in what's the Philip Pullman series on HBO
He's in
in
Pacific
terms of
Rim. Philip. I'm not sure.
uh with the bear, the polar bear riding, polar bear species. What is that
Man, I'll tell you
called?
what. He is active. Look at this. In 2016, he's credited
Golden
with.
Compass. Golden Compass, y'all.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. But listen, in 2016, he's credited with 3 voiceover works. He was in Star Trek Beyond, 100 Streets. That's a movie. The Take, which actually I watched recently. It was pretty good.
Speaking
Uh,
of things,
and wow, that's a lot. That feels like a lot.
he was in Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah,
Huh.
he was in Prometheus. I was trying to remember
Hmm.
what he played as Prometheus. Oh yeah, he was the pilot in Prometheus. That's right. Beast of No Nation. I've never seen this. Whew, not ready for that roller coaster. And what did he play in Star Trek Beyond?
I mean, I'm just gonna have to go rewatch it. It's one of those.
Star Trek Beyond is really bad. It's very, very bad. Anyway, Idris, that's good. All right, sorry. And yeah, he's The Harder They Fall. That's the movie that just came out.
Yep.
Have you seen Concrete Cowboy?
No, is that the one with the horse in downtown where they race
Yeah,
the
yeah,
horse
yeah.
and yeah, no, we haven't watched that.
I
Did
want
you
to watch
see
that.
it?
No, I'd like to watch it though.
Yeah. I heard good things about that. Friends of ours that watched it said that it was pretty good.
I didn't realize they did a seventh or a fifth season of Luther too. Oh boy, might have to go watch it.
I stopped watching that.
Oh, that show messed me up. All right, sorry, Jen. Let's move on. So we're still talking about stuff coming ahead at Netflix and just entertainment in October or November in general.
Yeah, I just felt like November. So Netflix dropped this. They dropped. So we've got Cowboy Bebop, the Harder They Fall. There's also a black and white film coming out, the name of which I cannot remember. That also looks becoming being what's it called? Um, appearing being no, what is it? What is it called? Um it's about a woman who is black, who has light skin tone, has pale skin tone, and therefore, what's the word? Presenting. That's what it's called. Presenting. Um, is coming out on Netflix. That's another Netflix original. It's a second Netflix original that's in black and white. That they're really interesting, sort of like just these indie like social exploration pieces, which I think is really interesting, kind of like exploratory vein, like indie feeling exploratory vein for Netflix.
We've got an Andrew Garfield, Lynn
Tick Tick
Manuel.
Boom. Yep. Tick Tick Boom.
It's been a while since we've had a little bit. Well, it's been while since we had a lot, but Benedict Cumberbatch, um, a charismatic rancher who inspires fear and awe in those around him. and he falls in love.
That
Love story.
that movie was one of those Cannes movies
Okay, got it.
with the standing ovations.
We got Ghostbusters. King Richard, new Will Smith. Come on, come on. So you're talking about? No. Resident Evil, of course. Encanto.
King Richard also. No, Macbeth. Macbeth is another black and white. That's an A24 thing that's coming out next year, I think.
Oh, House of Gucci.
Or no, maybe it's coming out Christmas.
House of Gucci. Have you seen a preview for this? This is the new Lady Gaga movie.
Yes, that movie. I am ready.
My dude, Lord of the Fries. Thanks so much for the follow.
Thanks for the follow.
Oh, and the
sub. And thanks for the sub.
And the sub.
Coming in with the sub. Thank you.
Putting my head right in front center.
Hey, speaking of the sub, since we don't get them, it's not something we push for, but just so you know, every subscription that we get, the money from that is donated directly to the National Park Service Deferred Maintenance Fund. So thanks.
Anyway, at least on the theater side, a good showing, and then we got a couple of good Netflix things coming.
Anyways, I'm excited. It's a big month, busy month, big month.
Cool. All right, Jen, I'm gonna pull up AZUL for this last little bit of our conversation.
Oh, okay.
You gonna hop in?
Yeah. So holidays, holiday buying, holiday shopping is happening. Started buying buying gifts. Funny story, Matt. So we get I get informed the Informed Digest or whatever it's called from the Postal Service tells me the mail that I should be expecting for the day from them, which I check. And I see this package coming. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, oh, I see it coming. So I go to check the mail. The mail gets here. I go to check it. No package outside. And look, I checked the Informed Digest thing. Says it's delivered. I was like, uh-oh, here we go. Starting out early. So I was like, I happened to be checking, I think it was around Rebecca or something. And I was like, uh-oh, we were supposed to get a package today. Looks like it says delivered, but it looks like it wasn't. Maybe it was delivered to one of our neighbors. She was like, it's the holidays. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure they're probably getting busier. Probably got delivered to one of our neighbors. She's like, no, it's the holidays. Totally. I was like, I know there's a backlog. I know there's delays and stuff. This is probably going to be a perpetual thing. This is why we're supposed to start shopping early. She's like, no, Jen, it's the holidays. And I was like, she's like, it arrived. And I was like, well, where is it? And she's like, it's the holidays.
You just didn't get it, Jen.
Just wasn't getting there. And I was like, oh, okay. Got it. I was like, hey, we have this thing called Informed Digest, and we should probably have a conversation before we start buying Christmas presents for each other about what we are and are not allowed to check. So I guess we're going to come to this mutual understanding that we're each going to be responsible and nobody's going to check Informed Digest for the next several weeks, please, and thanks.
Yep.
So that's my funny holiday shopping has started story.
Lauren and I share an Amazon account. Mm-hmm. So she's always like, honey, I need you to turn off notifications. I'm like, you're logged into it. You can go turn off the notifications yourself. You can go do that.
Mm-hmm.
But alas, it always comes back to her needing to take the account from me. But that's fine. It's fun.
Like, I guess I'll just go shop somewhere else, not on Amazon.
All right, so we got AZUL here, just real quick. AZUL here in beta. Man, BGA has cranked through so many new games. It's crazy.
That's right. They're putting stuff on.
So this is in beta now. Jen, okay. I've never played base game AZUL.
Whoa. All right, so quick overview, and then we'll continue talking about holiday.
We're gonna go back and forth, taking things from the factories, right? Whatever you don't take goes to the middle,
That's right.
and then you can take from the middle, and the first person to take from the middle gets the first player token, right?
Yes.
But does it cost points to take from the middle?
So what's going to happen is, so when we take from these factories, you're taking one pattern from the factory, from each factory, and then the surplus is going into the middle, right? So like at the top, you are only taking one of those tokens. In that top factory, you're only able to take one of those tokens.
Yeah.
In the right factory and left factory, there's two options where you could take two tokens.
Yep.
So a lot ends up in the middle, and the idea is that if you're taking that, you're going to run the risk of not being able to fit all of that into your planning, onto your planning board, in which case they will dump down into negative points.
Okay. Now, when I put it in my planning board, how is this going to work? So let's say
you can.
I'm first. I'm going to take these two blues. No, I'm going to take these two blacks.
Okay. So it should be asking you to choose a row that you want to place them in.
Okay.
And when you fill up that row, that's when you can so you fill up the row that represents your planning. So the bottom row takes the longest to fill up. Top row obviously takes the shortest. When you fill up that row, you get to take one of those tokens and put it into your tableau, into your tile-y thing. And the other ones go back they go in a discard pile and to go away.
Okay.
So you could go ahead.
Do I fill it from left to right, or can I fill anything in the row?
It shouldn't matter. It's just a matter of. I mean, this is probably going to ask you to like. It should just be asking you to like pick a row.
Oh, I put both of them in the row.
Yeah. So you're putting.
Why would I ever put two in the same row?
Huh?
Why would I ever put two in the same row?
Well, you need that row to be full to move it over, and you have to fill it up with all the stuff everything from your pull. So your pull has to go into the same row.
But I'm going to be covering tiles, right?
Yeah, you're going to be covering the stuff that's on the right. So let's use that two example that you did just then. Once we've picked from the factories, and we've picked from the center, and we're going to resolve the board, and any row that's full, you're going to take one of those tiles and you're going to put it off to the right. So if you fill up that 2 row with that black and blue pattern, at the end of this round, you're going to fill that spot on the right side of it with that black and blue. You can't put black and blue in that row anymore, right? Because if you look at the row, if you look at the tile options, that's covered. There's only one of each pattern option available in each row.
Oh, so I have to cover. The black. I'm going to cover. I guess what I'm asking, Jen, is when I move it from this left-hand side to the right-hand side.
Yeah.
What are the rules for that? And what am I trying to accomplish?
You're just in the physical game, you would one of the things that's on the left side would go onto your right side, and the other one would go in a discard pile. And when the bag empties, that discard pile goes back into the bag.
Okay.
So that just represents time and planning. That extra stuff, nothing is happening there. You're just taking one and putting it off to the side, and the extra just represents time.
Okay. I will figure it out. There we go. I did 2 in that 2 row.
Okay.
Seems fine.
Let's see.
Do I have to fill up the row with the same tile? Is that how this is working?
Yes.
Oh.
All the same color. Like you can't each row until you fill it and then move one over to the right side. You can't fill it with any other colors.
Got it.
So I'm gonna take the blacks from over there, and I'm gonna choose this one.
Okay.
So I've chosen the 4th row. I can't put anything except for black and blue patterned tiles in that row.
Okay. Makes sense.
Worker's back with a 2nd cup.
Do it.
Let me see. I said to a friend, let's get a place to eat. My friend said, where? I said, a place to eat. Then he got upset. A little, where the restaurant is called a place to eat. Yes, exactly. Legends, that is exactly the joke that my wife and I experienced.
Okay, got it. Cool. Back to you. Lurker, you're dead on. I think a lot of people were naysaying the Asmodee acquisition, and there's still some sense of like, this could go poorly. But overall, I think it's going to be it's a good thing for BGA. As a small young company, getting a large capital investment from somebody else seems good.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to grab.
Oh, I gotta confirm. I gotta confirm the line.
Here we go. So,
oh, you're pulling from the middle.
And so I get the -1 because it goes into that first player spot. So I'm gonna get -1 point at the end of this round.
Yep, but you do get to pick first next.
Cool.
Okay.
Could be misplaying this so bad. That makes sense to me.
Right, so you're trying to optimize turns and like collecting all the things that you want at once.
Mm-hmm.
That's how the center play works. So like if you wanted, in theory, if you had waited and pulled something else from the factory on the bottom right, that fourth yellow would be there for you and you could have pulled them all at once.
Yeah, I understand.
Or you could just hate draft blue out of me. Oh, okay.
Well, I think you could have hate drafted on me there.
I could have.
Okay.
But that wouldn't. So if I had pulled that red, I would have filled up the third line, but I would have taken a negative point.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't necessarily a good play for me. So it's auto pulling stuff.
Yep. I'm first. Seems good. Uh-huh.
So Matt, what's one now since it is holiday season, what's one exciting thing that you have been looking at to give this holiday season? We do this weekly. We'll pick what's a cool thing that you're going to give to somebody this holiday.
What's something I'm looking forward to buying for somebody else?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, it's buying a special bottle of bourbon for someone.
Okay.
Trying to find something a little bit more off the beaten path, hard to get, for someone who doesn't hunt for bourbon but enjoys it a lot. Looking forward to that.
Okay.
So not super unique. I actually was talking to
something that you've been super passionate about this year. So
yeah, so I'm excited about giving.
That's kind of like the giving the Fender to Lego Setsmatics. If I'm being completely honest.
You should be completely honest. There's so many blues out there for you.
I know.
I'm curious what you're going to do here.
Oh, with this confirming. The confirming thing is the countdown. It's a lot of pressure. Countdown confirm.
Okay, I like this.
Ooh, you are going all in on those blues. All right, all right.
I'm looking at it and going, oh, that's not gonna work out long term.
Well, just don't do that. You're just not going to be able to pull them anymore after that.
Oh, this is not good though. I'm gonna get all these negative points though because I'm gonna have to start taking tiles in a minute and putting them in my negatives, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a fail. Fail, Matt. You messed up.
But I'll give you an option to get less negative points. There you go.
Well, I'm kind of getting three
So
one way or
like
another.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
So I'll do this, and I'll do
yep,
that.
that's the fewest negative points there.
Then you're gonna get that black, which is good for you in there. Yeah, it kind of sets you up though. Kind of sets you up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so -4 from that draft round, but there we go. That's good. Feels good.
I like this. I like this nameplate on these boards. It gives you a little nameplate. I think that's a nice touch.
It is a nice
You
touch.
got that first player marker again, though. You went grabby grabs on the first player marker. I don't
Yeah,
like it.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared of those negative points.
Don't like it.
Let's see. Okay, my sister's getting a fellow Carter.
A fellow Carter. Nice.
Back to the giving things I
Nice.
like scenario. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I kind of, I don't know. It's like, I kind of in on that, but I don't drink from those types of mugs often. The Carter's the cup, right?
It's the to-go mug.
The
Yeah.
to-go mug with the, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What am I
It's been,
trying to
the
do?
Carter's been great. That was a great give for Rebecca. She uses it literally every day now, and I'm really, really happy that she likes it so much. So I hope your sister loves it as much as Rebecca loves hers. Our nephew is getting into skateboarding. Skateboarding is super popular for kids right now. Like it is back on the up. So I was like, her sister reached out, is like, hey, Arden's been borrowing a skateboard from a friend, super into it, super into cruising around. Maybe that's something, we're asking for the niece nephew. I was like, hey, we need to get these, we need to know what people want now, right now. So sister responds, tells us this, and I was like, yes, let's go. Let's go. Absolutely, we will give them a skateboard for Christmas. Here for it. My turn. Got it. Hold on. Pause this story.
Space.
You know what Matt doesn't want anymore? Those colors. Confirm.
Jen, I'm going to get you this for Christmas.
What are you getting me?
It's a NASA skateboard.
Oh, the NASA skateboard. Wait a second. So that's from Habitat. So I'm doing this research. Did Kyle share that with you?
No, you were screen sharing the other day.
Oh, okay. Got
and
it.
I thought
You saw it.
I should have played this off. Been like, no, I've been looking at this for you.
I was doing all this research for boards for kids, learning about what the right completes are to get for kids, like if they should be getting into longboards right now or what the right sizes is, just to make sure it's the safest for them. Because definitely borrowing somebody else's board that they probably bought for themselves, theoretically, is not the right thing for a 7-year-old child in terms of safety. So it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that research. Obviously, I found one that I'm really excited about. It's the globe. You want to look it up? You want to show it, man? It's pretty cute.
Is it a Habitat?
No, but Habitat is, if you are looking, there's some really great super environmentally conscious board makers out there. There's a lot of awesome boards for kids. They're complete. If you're looking, if it's something that you have a kid that's into or thinking about, mini completes are the way to go. That's what you want to be looking at. And so we got them one from Globe.
Globe. Oh, I thought you were talking about Globe. Globe skateboard.
Globe Environmental Mini. If you look that up, it should pop up. Bridgewater me knows. Bridgewater Bridgewater Me's got some board racks there. Toy Machine is a great one. Habitat. Toy Machine is their favorite deck brand. I dig it.
The Environmentalist, not environmental,
Environmentalist.
Environmentalist.
Environmentalist. Sorry.
The mini, not the micro.
The mini.
Okay.
Because that's a sizing thing.
Oh, that's pretty dope right there. I like that.
So I think they're gonna dig it.
17 features.
It's got little flame wheels.
All right, keep coming in with your gift. We're gonna be doing this all month. If you guys find a sweet gift, you got to share it here. I promise I won't track down your.
My first experience with skateboarding was on a friend's board, and the trucks were installed backwards.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I'm so like skateboarding, like I did it, I tried it, I dabbled, I almost, but like I almost landed a kickflip. Like it's like I could get the board over, but I could never land balance. Like I've gotten 1 foot on it, I've gotten a half foot on it and slipped off, and then I think I like ate it real bad when I was in middle school, and then I was like, I'm good, just checking out, and that was that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see. So I have a cruise. So my board is an Arbor board. I got it specifically because here it sits conveniently right under my desk because I stand on it sometimes. So I'm staying. So it's actually designed by the design on it is from DDC Draplin Design Co.
You love the Draplin.
And I love me some Draplin. So it's a fishtail longboard.
Wow, BGA
Man,
is
Hoppy Brew. Yeah, it is. It's chugging along.
Ooh, do I lock myself into this? That seems bad. Feels bad. Looks bad. I think I grab these. I think I just do this.
Also, Matt, in terms of that top row play, the game ends. Game triggers and game end trigger happens when one of the rows horizontally fills up.
When one of my rows is horizontally filled?
Anybody's row. When anybody's.
But vertical, it does not end.
Vertical doesn't end it. Horizontal does. So you are going to get bonus points if you look down in the bottom right corner of your.
Yeah, I'm very clearly going for a vertical, but it's good that I didn't start with a horizontal.
Yes.
Yes.
Agree.
Wow, this is so different than Summer Pavilion. Huh. It's like what makes AZUL AZUL? Well, I guess the factory mechanic makes AZUL AZUL. Right, that drafting. The placement of the board seems to be always pretty different.
Oh, Matt started his hate draft early. All right. Love Arbor. Good stuff. Yeah, it's a super great set. And for a complete, it's a nice. So completes are boards that are just built all the same, built all together, as opposed to you customizing it out and putting on your trucks backwards. And it's a good. They have a good all-around product.
This is the hate draft. When I take these 3 reds right here that you really want, I'm going to drop them in here. Well, yeah, BGA is chugging today. There must be a lot of people playing. Or just this beta is pretty slow on the development side. I feel like I just got my kids into riding bikes. We just don't have a walkable or a rideable place. Like our driveway is aggregate concrete. #Tennessee.
What does that mean? What is aggregate concrete?
Oh, well, it's just aggregate. So it's concrete with rocks and pebbles um, pressed into the top of the concrete.
Oh, okay. So like it hurts when you fall.
It's rough. Yeah. I mean, everything hurts when you fall, but it's not a smooth surface, so it's like bumpy for hard wheeled things.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
I'll give you those three. That's fine. That's fine. And then we have like a sloped driveway, and then this is a busy through road behind us. So we have to like drive down to the church parking lot next door. It's like a mile away. They could learn how to skateboard and stuff back there, but they're digging the bikes right now. Bikes and scooters.
That's great.
Yeah.
Are there accessories that you can trick out their experience with?
There are, but it doesn't feel necessary.
Well, if it's just a thing, like, do you buy like in line? Like, here's the thing you're really enjoying, so you buy down that path. Use that as a point of as like an inroads or something.
I guess I could. Makes sense. These Reds are feeling bad there, Jen, aren't they?
Oh, oh, you're gonna do that again too? Cool, 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 cool. Cool, Matt.
Hey, listen, you're welcome to grab from that
Listen,
middle.
listen. You don't have to keep grabbing that first.
You just do you, boo. What are these 10? It's like 10 in the bonus points, plus 10. Like,
Oh, now you want my help?
well, I'm just asking what it is. What's the plus 10 bonus points for?
So completed rows. So you've got completed horizontal rows, completed columns. Every completed column. So your column there is going to give you an additional 7 points, and then completed rows are going to give you 2 points. And then when you have all five of a color, like
Oh,
so,
when you
there's
have all
five
five of a single
positions
color.
of
Yeah,
each
yeah, yeah.
color. If you do that, that's
That's
worth
worth
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is just challenging. It's not good. It's
See,
not
I put
great
myself in a
options
bad
for
spot
me.
because I'm like wanting to fill that plus 10 on my teal stars, but I also want to get that row or that column. Is that 7 points per round I'm getting if we're having a completed
No,
vertical?
no, no, no.
Oh,
It's at
it's
the end
just
of the game.
hey Legends, thanks for repping Team Matt. Hey, we've got new emote. We're gonna be working on new emotes. Oh, that was good. That was good, Jen. I see you. I see you.
Come at me.
Huh. What do I want to accomplish here? I liked that move. I liked that move a lot. The goal here is to end up not with the stars. There you go, Jen. I gave you a little insight of my thinking.
Just trying not to have them anymore. What can I do?
Oh, she's thinking. She's deep in. We're tanking, y'all.
Mm.
Hey, you know what some other fun entertainment stuff is right now? World Series of Poker. It's on. It's happening right
Oh,
now.
okay. Okay.
They're into like a event 35 or 40 now. So it's been happening for the last couple of weeks, which has been pretty cool. Pretty cool to follow along. Look, Jen got the first player this time. Maybe she
I
can
did.
muscle.
I
She
did. I
can kind
feel like
of.
I'm going to get a couple more negative points too. Don't like it.
Oh no! I wanted to undo. Oh, son of a gun.
Fell into my trap, y'all. Fell into my trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. Allison here from Kids Planning. Hello, Allison.
Hey!
The awesome photographer behind our lifestyle photos for holiday season this year.
I think this is correct.
You were very selfish with those reds.
Well, I just really put you between a rock and a hard place, didn't I? Y'all, Allison, if you didn't know, Allison did our 2021, or Kids Planning, did our 2021 holiday lifestyle photos just for some ads and website usage, and they'll be on Instagram or in social media too. And they came out so good.
So good.
So happy about it.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do?
If you haven't checked out their channel, they've got some great
points.
content. They get the kids on there doing unboxings, which is always a good time.
You're definitely taking some notes next to.
There's the hate draft, Jen. You finally did it.
That's right. I just need to stab at you a little bit.
I think I'm ended up with 3 of these either way, aren't I? Could have been worse.
I like that the game makes you place it in the negative as opposed to just automatically knowing that it's negative.
I've been talking a lot about. +5. I'm trying to. I'm still the scoring is still a little.
Oh, it's so scoring, the way scoring is happening is a rows and columns adjacency scoring thing. So the more you are placing tiles that are connected to one another in rows and columns, that's how you're scoring points every time a tile goes onto the board on the right side.
See, this is when someone earlier, Legend, said, "Oh, might want to know about the adjacent square scoring." Yep, I'm connecting that now. I didn't know that a minute ago. I know it now. So I have one goal in mind then. There you go, Jen. That's why that first play worked out for you. Now adjacency.
Because so I know you would have just taken them just to be. You can't even take them, and you would have taken them just to be.
So am I gonna get? Is it scoring based on like surrounding, like orthogonally and diagonally, or is it?
It's not diagonal. It's orthogonals.
So the most you could score is 5 points. 1 plus.
No, the most you could score is 10 points if you had both a row and a column filled up next to something and you placed one in one of the corners. So it's continuous. It's not just adjacent, specifically adjacent. It's continuous placement or continuous connected lines. Okay. Also, I just remembered how scoring worked, like as I said it, because I totally forgot. Sorry.
Interesting. This is definitely one of those we're going to play the second time. Kids playing. So this is my first time playing, or Allison, this is my first time playing base AZUL. I own Summer Pavilion.
Do you like Summer Pavilion?
And I don't know. I think in my game group, there's one of the guys in my game group has base AZUL, plays it with his family a lot, and he's played Summer Pavilion. We've played it probably 4 or 5 times, and he's on the AZUL side. I really like Summer Pavilion. I don't know what this is going to do for me. I don't know if this is going to be like, your first love kind of thing. Like which one's better.
Mm-hmm. This is the only one that we have. And we played a lot. It gets a lot of play in our house. I'm excited about the Queen's Gambit, Queen's Garden, whatever the new one. That one feels like learn some things from subsequent AZULs, and feels like it may be far enough removed at this point now that we'll want to give it a try.
Yeah. Lurker, we did talk about I did see the rows and columns and 5 of a kind bonus. Lurker, they announced a new a 4th AZUL at Gen Con this year.
I don't know why I'm doing that. You don't want it. So I'm making bad choices here right now, y'all.
Man, I feel amazing about this round of drafting. Very intrigued by the new one. Hopefully, excited to try it at PAX U. Since I guess that means you're going to be at PAX U, Allison. You should come hang out at the booth a little bit.
Absolutely.
Legend says I need to teach my brother Azul, Splendor, Century Spice Road, and Sagrada. Do those kind of fall into a category? I definitely Spice Road and Splendor, kind of get slammed together, and then Sagrada and Azul kind of get slammed together in my mind as like very similar products, at least from a sales pitch perspective. And I guess the four of those together as really just strategic, gateway games. Kind of all the same length and weight. I think that's a good little combo. I like this. This worked out well. Anything you draft, I still have an option, and then you're gonna have to ditch something. Are you just doing the math? She's doing the math. Legends still need to teach Brother Camping Creatures. Yes, you do. Get it. So where do I want to go here? I think
still you weren't gonna do that either. That was also a mistake. It's fine.
Yeah, well, I was not going to
grab it didn't matter, right. But that was the only thing I could pull. Both of the other ones are going in my negatives.
They are. Cool. Let's go with...
Oh, nice. So Kids Planning will be over at Wise Wizard booth. You can find them there. You'll be able to...
Yeah, if you haven't checked out their channel, you really should. It's a good time. Kids Planning. They can find you on Kids Planning everywhere at Kids Planning, right? Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. It's all Kids Planning. I feel good about my current score, 41-22. I kind of just need to end this game, don't I? Yeah. I feel like winning is the right thing.
Alrighty.
This is the last round of the game. That was good. I wasn't going to get that bottom corner anyway. I felt like a bit of a stretch. What do I want though? I can't get that either, so I can't get that 5 of a kind. I can get a 5 of a kind right here. That probably would have been the better first play too. I think the thing I like about Summer Pavilion, I think the coolest thing about Summer Pavilion is that one of the colors or one of the tiles is wild every round, a different one, and the distribution of tiles in the bag in the box is really cool. I don't know. I'm assuming based on the equal layout on the board that the tiles in this game are also equally available. Like it's the same number of blues, same number of reds. Does anybody know?
Yes.
Okay, YouTube Kidsplaining, Instagram's kid.splaining, Twitter is kid_splaining because consistent handles are tough. I hear you.
Yeah, this side. So Lurker says equal to start, meaning this board. This is one of the two sides of the board. So this is a pre-mapped side of the board, and then the other side is not.
Okay. Oh, like in the back, it's free. Like you can kind of put any of the things anywhere in each row. Same rules apply though. One per row, one per column.
We've never played the back, so I don't know the placement rules there.
Well, I guess we're just in a situation where I'm trying to avoid points, huh? Can't put that. I can do that. Great.
You cannot take those.
You got your 3 of a kind, or your 5 of a kind.
I have one.
And you're gonna get that nice red. That'll be a nice bonus for you.
Yeah, I chose the red. The only ones available. Thank you.
This is gonna be a shellacking, Jen.
You're getting 3 placements there. Dang, Board Game Arena already sent freaking an email about what the final score was before this updated saying what the final score is. That's funny. So slow.
I don't even know if people can see. Oh, they can see the score. You're right next to their heads.
Man.
Whew! Jen.
That was rough.
I didn't even know how scoring works until halfway through the game. How'd that happen?
Because I also forgot about how scoring works.
Well, GG, maybe we need a rematch.
You insta started going for a column, in which case you were you were naturally getting the scoring without intending to. That's pretty funny. Good game, Matt. GG, good win.
Look at that. Points lost on the floor line. I lost 11. I got 11 points on the floor line.
I lost 19. I definitely thought you had lost more points down there, but those last couple of rounds were not so good.
You only lost 8.
It says I lost 19.
Points lost with floor line. Grammy 8. Where are you seeing 19?
Total. Those are total statistics and then broken down by player. Got it. So I was playing it safe. Didn't lose very many points down there. Okay, got it. But didn't earn me a win. Not getting negative points didn't earn me a win.
I also incomplete lines at the end of the round, 8. But 5 rounds as first player. Maybe that first player is a little important, Jen.
Maybe that's why it's worth a negative point.
All right. We have a lot more meetings today, and my voice is starting to go. So,
starting to lose it, y'all.
Thank y'all so much for stopping by and hanging out. We just love. I just want to tell you guys, we love hanging out with you on Thursday. This has
Absolutely
been a really fun year and a half of doing this. Jen, what do we got coming up? What do people need to know?
So we've got PAX Unplugged mentioned. PAX Unplugged's coming up in December. If you are not signed up already on our website for our newsletter, this is your spoiler recommendation to do so. And what else is coming up, Matt?
Check out the website next week.
Oh yeah, we got a new website coming next week. That's right. That's what we're working on this week. That's what we've been doing.
It really won't matter for y'all because I'm assuming you already own the stuff that you want from us. But maybe we'll convince you with a great looking website that there's some other stuff from us that you do want.
Maybe.
Also, hashtag they'll subscribe to the newsletter, like you said, because you might get a cool discount code next week.
Maybe. Not saying yes or no, but maybe. In the meantime, have a great rest of your week. Have an awesome weekend, and we'll see you next Thursday.
See y'all.